Hey guys, so earlier today I finally went and saw Bullet Train. Sorry, this is a late, me getting this review in. I've had computer issues all day. I can't even fucking. I thought for a while I wasn't even gonna get this damn review in because my computer would not want to record any videos whatsoever for like a fucking hour now. But I finally got it fucking fixed, so um, yeah, this is a movie I've been looking forward to, but not for the reasons that I think, probably the studio wants me to be looking forward to this movie. I was looking forward to this movie because I was tired of getting this fucking trailer. I got this trailer for months on end. A lot of times, like, got this trailer in front of, like, nearly everything. And it's one of those movies, like, when the fuck is this thing coming out? It's like, earlier this year, before that, was like, that unbearable weight of massive talent. I got that trailer like nonstop for like weeks on end before that movie came out. Um, Even and that was a pretty fucking, it ended up being a really fucking fun movie. That was a movie I was looking forward to, but I was just tired of getting that trailer. Same here. It didn't look bad. I like Brad Pitt, and it has talented people behind the cameras, in front of the cameras. I was like, it don't look that bad. It was the big hit this past weekend. I know did pretty well, even though it got middle of the road reviews from critics and stuff like that. I went in with not high expectations, but I didn't know. I thought the trailers, like I said, they looked like it would be fun. I like Brad Pitt. I like the director. I was like, well, we'll see what happens. And you know what? This is one of those movies that like I don't really get why this movie's not getting better reviews than it is, because honestly, I had a hell of a blast watching this fucking movie. I had a blast. This is one of those times where I don't really agree with critics. Yeah, is it like a flawless movie? Is it no? But it was a fucking fun. It was an enjoyable, fun ride that I had a lot of fun in it, and had a blast. Was never bored in the 2 hours that was going on. It's ridiculous. It's over the top. Yeah, and it's like very fucking violent. I mean, this movie earns its R rating. Holy shit, does it earn its R rating? Um, but it was goofy and enjoyable and over the top enough that I was like, you know, I really kind of like dig this movie. I love Brad Pitt in this movie. I thought he was a lot of fun as this like reformed hitman who now is just doing snatch and grab jobs that he's hired by this handler played by Sandra Bullock, which I don't think that's a spoiler because I mean she's uh, her voice is in the trailer, so I didn't recognize her at first, and I was like, as I got the trailer so many times, I was like, is that fucking Sandra Bullock? And I look it up, and they're like, yeah, she's in this movie. I'm like, huh, that's pretty cool. And it's like a fucking easy, it had to be easy paycheck, and honestly, there's a lot of that in this movie, but for a lot of actors in this movie, they were like, oh, that had to be an easy paycheck. All she had to do was record her voice, and that was fucking it. She does pop up briefly towards the end of the movie, but yeah, it's about it. Um, but yeah, Brad Pitt's this reformed hitman who's he's going to therapy, and he wants to be peaceful, but every he feels like every time he does a job, he has bad luck, and bad luck finds him every job he does. And so he took a brief time off, and now he's just doing. He's not killing anybody. He don't want to kill anybody, and he just happens upon this really fucking intricate plot with uh, basically the Japanese mafia and one mafia's uh, guy's son who's being taken or taken to the mafia kingpin by these two hitmen who also there's a mysterious girl who's also kind of a hitman that wants to go after the mafia kingpin, and like he gets caught. It's very hard to even fucking describe this movie. There's like 5 million plots going on at the same time, and it is like one of these, you better be fucking paying attention while this movie's going on. It's a movie that like it reminded me, like it felt like a kind of Tarantino esque ripoff, but in a good way, because there's a lot of those. Whatever you want to say about Tarantino, there's a lot of people that might not like him. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like Tarantino. Um, but he's pretty goddamn influential. He is very influential. One of the most influential directors of this fucking modern era. And like this feels like a movie like that is trying to be Tarantino esque. And yeah, it's not as good as a Tarantino movie, but it's entertaining enough that I'll forgive it for that because Tarantino is my fucking favorite director of all time, and it's not a bad copycat of that kind of formula that Tarantino does. Like, there's multiple stories going on at the same time. There's like the movie will take a break from what's going on to show like the fucking backstory to some of these characters, including Bad Bunny. One of my favorite whole bits is the Bad Bunny stuff, which is very brief. Where like honestly, that could have been its own fucking movie, and it probably would have been pretty awesome. I think is this the first movie Bad Bunny's done? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I can't fucking remember off the top of it. He was alright when he was in brief. He was not in as long, but he was alright. There's a lot of fucking great actors. I liked Aaron Taylor Johnson, and was Tyreek Hills. I forget his name. Tyreek Hills. I forget. He doesn't have a last name. I can't remember. I liked their interactions with each other. It was maybe a little. It Their scenes did maybe go on a little too long sometimes, especially when like Tyreek Hill is this hitman who's obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine, and he kind of goes his life, bases his life on like Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm like, okay, that's a fucking character that's in this movie. There's like a venomous snake that's does some really that makes people bleed out of their fucking eye sockets and like every pore in their body. That's fucking disgusting. It's like, goddamn, that's pretty brutal. That snake venom was pretty fucking brutal. Um, but yeah, like it got all these kind of different characters. Like I said, Bad Bunny, Tyreek Hill, and Adam or Aaron Taylor Johnson. I thought was pretty fun. Uh, who else in this fucking movie? There's a lot of people in this movie that I can't talk about because it'd be spoiling it. There's a lot of cameos in this movie. I did not know that going in. Don't look up on Wikipedia, as that'll spoil all the fucking cameos. Um, there's a lot of like big name cast. Like some people, because this is the guy. This is from the guy that directed David Light. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He was one of the directors behind the first John Wick, and he didn't make the other two. He didn't make the other two, but he helped make the first one. And I think if I remember right, the two guys that him and the other guy were like stunt choreographers for the Matrix, and they kind of helped Keanu Reeves make the John Wick. And but he's gone on to like make Atomic Blonde, which wasn't I remember not liking very well. I only saw it one time, and Deadpool 2, which I liked. And this is a guy who knows how to make a pretty fucking good action movie and do really good action sequences, and it shows here too. Like the action sequences are really fucking well done, really over the top, really violent. Like Deadpool and I think even Atomic Blonde, I remember being pretty. Even if I didn't like Atomic Blonde, I remember like a lot of the action set pieces being really good. Um, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember it being like really well made. Uh, I mean, like I said, John Wick is one of my fucking probably the best, not probably the best uh, set of action movies in the past decade. They are just are. I would like somebody to try to argue me against that, but yeah, like this guy knows how to make a fucking really competent, really good action movie, and it shows in this movie too. Like the fucking final act of this movie is insane. It is insane what happens in the final act of this movie. It's like I was like, it's a fucking crazy. There is some CGI in it that is a little questionable. There is some. I did notice some questionable CGI in the movie, especially towards the end. There's a shot at the end of like that looked pretty bad. Um, uh, but there's a lot of that in this day and age of movies. There's good CGI, and then there's sometimes like a movie that has both, like really good CGI and then really terrible CGI at the same time. That's been happening a lot with Marvel lately. Uh, yeah, it's really hard to really talk more about this movie without spoiling it because I don't want to spoil it. Like I said, there's a lot of fucking cameos, including one actor, because you've the main mafia boss. His name is White Death, and he's Russian. And you never see like who he is until like the very end. And he, when it's revealed who it is, what as like this guy's, I was like, is that who I think it is? And like at first, I'm not making this up. I thought that was Mickey Rourke. If you've seen the movie, you know like what the fuck. I can't believe I thought that was Mickey Rourke for a few minutes, but I was like, holy shit, to get Mickey Rourke? No, it's not. It's a really another great actor, really good actor I fucking enjoy. That played White Death, but it was really fucking weird that he was playing a Russian because he's not Russian. Yeah, he wasn't doing like a goofy accent like Mickey Rourke in like Iron Man 2. Uh, but it was weird seeing him play it. There's like I said, there's so many. There's a cameo. Again, this is a guy, knowing what the guy who directed this movie, there's a cameo that you probably could expect is gonna happen. I thought maybe is this guy gonna pop up? No, John Wick or like Keanu Reeves doesn't pop up in this movie, but uh, it's another famous actor that this director's worked for with, um, pops up in this movie, and I'm like, wow, that was this very like uh, there's two actors in this movie I swear that make cameos in almost every fucking movie nowadays. That'll be a hint for you. But they're very brief. It's like, man, that was an easy fucking paycheck by both these. It's pretty funny. It's like, man, that had to be one of the easiest paychecks actors I've ever had. I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, man. I did. I really did. Like, it also helped. In front of this movie, I got the John Wick trailer, John Wick 4. Fuck yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. Anybody who knows me, I fucking love the John Wick movies. I am fucking on board. Now, I saw the third one and I thought, man, this would be a perfect way to end this series. Like as I was watching this movie, the movie, I was like, this would be a perfect way to end the series on a high note. And then like they sequel bait you, and I'm like, God damn it! I was like, I'm kind of mad that they're not ending it here, but they haven't failed me yet, so I'm on board for a fourth one. So I'm like, until they start like becoming bad movies, and it's the same people that made the first three are making this one too. So I'm on board for it. It looks awesome. I love the line they're telling John Wick, "You can't kill everybody." I'm like, do you think that are you challenging him to kill everybody? Because I think this guy could fucking kill everybody. I'm pretty sure he could. Like, also, I've gotten that Black Panther trailer twice now, and man, is that a fucking depressing trailer. I haven't talked about trailers in a while, but that trailer is depressing as hell, man. It's like, and then they have this. They're just playing the song where the lyric everything is gonna be all right. I'm like, man, whew. It's just a bunch of shots of people looking horribly sad, and it's just like I was thinking to myself the other day. I was like, that just sucks ass, man. As I like Chadwick Boseman a lot, I thought he was a really good actor before. You know, I saw Black Panther. I was always making fun of him in the fact I think he mentioned in reviews before of his movies where I was just like getting tired of seeing him play famous black people in history, and I was hoping he would get do something different for once in his career, and he finally did, and he got his big break in Black Panther, and then did the Avengers, and then fucking died. That sucks. That really fucking sucks, dude. And it's like it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna make a Black Panther movie without Black Panther. I don't know how to. I mean, I know at the end they hint that there's gonna be a new Black Panther, but I'm like, well, let's see how this goes. It doesn't really show like, but it's a really good trailer, but it's depressing as hell. Um, yeah, that does look like a pretty fucking awesome movie. Even though I've been not very high on Marvel lately. I'm hoping that'll change my opinion. I'm sure that's gonna be a big hit. But yeah, that's as far as Bullet Train goes. And me just randomly talking about trailers for a second. Um, yeah, next or this week coming up, we got we're getting Vengeance. I just saw theaters finally getting Vengeance, so I'll have a review for that. Mac and Rita, which I'd never heard of until like a few weeks ago when I saw a listing for this movie. Mac and Rita, yeah, I just watched the trailer. It looks all right. That Diane Keaton. Um, I love Diane Keaton. And Fall. That should be. I don't know how about that. I don't know about that one. But until then, I will talk to you guys later.